please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? I wasn't entirely sure where to start with this particular year for NIKOCADO, because he doesn't really use the main channel as much, nor the second, so we're going to NIKOCADO Avocado 3, and more NIKOCADO Avocado. His Twitter is also quite entertaining. That video you saw at the start comes from there. So first we're going to go with a little totally real legitness toxicity concerning NIKOCADO and his rather amusing pantomime with Orlin.
Hi everybody! Jeepers! I had a split breakdown and I went after Orlin and it was not okay. I'm 99.99% sure that my bipolar split personality is coming out today.
Diagnosing oneself is very Anne Boleyn, is it not?
Oh!
Deal with it.
And where's my Happy Meal?
I didn't know you were Happy Meal.
Now I'm not happy! No! No!
In short, the order did not turn out as expected, and NIKOCADO took this like a pro by first of all going to get the rest, and failing to do so, to then decide the food needed to be punished.
Instead of being so lazy and cowardly.
Go back and get
I'm
them.
gonna go back. You're gonna go back.
Fine, turn off the camera.
A few moments later.
And I'm sending this to corporate because McDonald's is my favorite restaurant on earth. And I went and this lady says, well, we can't find you in the system. And I showed her the app with, it says NIKOCADO Avocado. It has the order number, it has the time and the date and my card. And she's like, well, we'll just give you the 2 Big Macs. What do you mean, we'll just?
Well, that's one hell of a way for me to start this year off in NIKOCADO Avocado. Let's go to another video where we get some nightmare fuel and how they even made it happen in the first place, but also proves the point that the entire arguments that they have on camera are completely fabricated, because they're more than happy to do this crap together, and they clearly thoroughly enjoy it.
Stop! Can you touch my face again?
Now, if we move away from that and talk about the response video that NIKOCADO made, a near 2-hour response to that vegan teacher. Somebody who is, let's face it, insane. She really is. NIKOCADO, though, shows that when he is no longer in character or possessed by his split personality, he can give you something much like with Ethan Klein from last year that is a masterpiece in the form of a response video.
This video is dedicated to a very certain particular individual, and this individual had the nerve to come for me. Now, I actually let it go when this happened, but it's been brought up again. This lady has delusions above and beyond anyone. People say I'm delusional. Oh, you're I'm actually very smart compared to her. And she has the nerve to basically harass me
The fact you only did one 2-hour video responding to her entire insanity is quite impressive. You could have hired Peter Jackson and turned it into a trilogy.
Hello students, welcome to class. Today we're going to be reviewing this video. Apparently it's about NIKOCADO avocado. You know, that animal who did a video about me, who actually claimed that eating vegetables is somehow unhealthy. Meanwhile, he weighs 350 pounds and is insane. Let's watch it and let's evaluate and see what we think about.
Stop! I'm not 300 pounds. Strike one, fake news, misinformation. Number two, I said drinking vegetables in the form of smoothies is unhealthy because the oxalates, which is an anti-nutrient. If you don't know, people, plants don't want to be eaten. They put toxins so they don't get eaten by animals. It's their own defense mechanism. Plants can't run, they don't have claws, they're not animals, but they still want to survive and compete into the wild. So they put all of these toxins into their leaves to prevent insects from eating them, attracting other animals, and to keep their species alive. Anti-nutrients. Seeds have them as well. When you blend, she told me to blend broccoli in my smoothie. I said, excuse me, that's going to give me kidney stones or something because it's full of anti-nutrients. It's not digestible. There's plant cell membranes that can't be chopped open with your human digestive tract. So she's already twisting the reality to fit her narrative.
That's one point, and many people have a bone of contention with that particular line of argumentation. But don't worry, there's more. And obviously I've interrupted because fair use applies here.
This could be very interesting. Might give us some sort of insight into his psychology. Maybe he is somebody who can transform. Apparently he used to be vegan. I don't believe it.
You can look it up on the internet in 2 seconds.
Do you think he really was? How can somebody go from being vegan to being not vegan? How do you go from caring about animals and not wanting them to have their cut and being stabbed in the neck and being thrown into gas? How do you go from not wanting that to being like, meh? You don't.
You do! Most vegans stop being vegan. It's the biggest revolving door on the planet.
I can promise you over the space of 1 hour 49 minutes the smacketh down was lame. Not that it's overly difficult to do to someone like that vegan teacher, she herself responding to Sunny V2, so I guess a cycle was created, and it had to eventually end with NIKOCADO clapping back. I'll link it down below if you're interested in watching. On to the next video.
You talk about mine all the time.
I talk about how you treat me! They see how you treat me on videos! You're the worst thing that ever happened in my life.
Well, the whole video is ruined now. This is my intro, I suppose.
You're so evil!
Because he made me delete an intro that I chose to talk about, but he said it's too personal to put on the internet.
Well, why would you talk about my personal life, you...
I have no idea if this is real or not, but the fact that during an argument the first thing you think of doing, if legit, is to pull your camera out and use it to make an intro to a video. Something tells me you guys must have a whiteboard somewhere where you sketch out these ideas. I am slightly impressed.
Sit here.
Why would you even do that? Why?
Sit.
You're so fucking controlling.
Remember we did this last time, everybody?
Yeah, you were mean to me. Bye-bye. Bye.
My scooter! My scooter! My precious scooter!
Oddly enough, I didn't include this because of that. I included it because it was a collaboration much later on with Hungry Fat Chick, one where they, as is usual, they measure themselves and then they eat vast amounts of very cold noodles. So I'll play a short clip of that before we go on to the next video.
Aren't you supposed to be on a weight loss journey?
I'm disabled!
It's really time for me to do a weight loss journey.
Okay.
Make sure,
Yes,
make
get
sure
it
really
where
far
you
down.
need it to get.
Nice and far down.
Oh my goodness. You're at 68 inches now. Hurry.
Go ahead and take a little thing. See if we can open it up.
The neighbors' kids get out there and they play a little bit. So it's not bad. Ooh.
Cheers.
Cheers. Excuse me.
As much as it might be somewhat unsettling watching two people eat food, it can't be denied the two of them have a natural chemistry that works quite well. Now, I played those weight loss journey remarks on purpose, because something did happen towards the end of the first 4 months. Something that I didn't really think would happen, but perhaps there's a reason for that. Now, before we get to it, I want to look at a few tweets because NIKOCADO is quite active on the Twitter. And this part tickles me because NIKOCADO is quite an amusing individual when on social media. Whether it be the fact that he also posts his shorts there, he also posts a lot of rather odd pictures. The one that was doing its rounds for a while was him with a bunch of pew-pews. Now, I can't show that on YouTube, but I thought I'd allude to the fact it exists. Him popping his chins and looking quite dainty. So on to the final video. This one is intriguing because something, as I said, foreshadowing, yes, changed.
I'm so excited. This is going to be like a recipe to show you exactly. Hi, I know I'm skinny. You don't have to tell me. I lost 89 pounds. And look at my arms. Oh my God. You don't even recognize me. I know. And this is not pre-recorded. Everyone keeps saying you don't post as much anymore. I feel like it's not old. What the heck? This is, first of all, you know it's new because this Little Caesars pretzel crust has only been out for like a couple of weeks.
Just in case you couldn't tell from that one little bit alone before we go into more of it, he is ripping off Amberlynn Reid and mocking her to perfection. He continues to do so for the rest of this video.
Yay! I'm so excited. Oh my God.
There you go.
So freaking excited. Thank you. Orlin, you have to try this.
Oh, I will.
He was telling the truth.
Too salty, right?
No, it's brilliant.
Okay.
I could cry. I wanted to.
I remember this being really salty last time I had it. Mmm.
It's perfection.
Something many people point out in the comments to this mukbang compared to others he has done recently, at time of these anyway, is that in this he seems more insightful, respectful, calm and happy. And the fact that in this he and Orlin are on the same page is fantastic. Why they don't do this more often is quite interesting. Whether the weight loss is real or not, I'm not entirely sure. The mukbang certainly does not help if it is true. The parody of Amberlynn Reid is obvious, and there's always a chance he might well be taking his health seriously. I had thought that perhaps if he was going to, he would do it solely to troll the likes of Amberlynn by showing that actually you can go all the way up there and climb back down again. At time of recording, which is the 21st of May 2023, NIKOCADO AVOCADO has not been active on YouTube for a month on any of his channels. So one cannot say whether or not weight loss has transpired or is transpiring. He does this once a year, he does disappear briefly before making another triumphant return. Goes on some kind of holiday. No doubt takes his scooter further south, into Venezuela perhaps, to dab on the peasantry. For this particular time period for NIKOCADO, he is going through a phase of ditching the character on a more regular basis, because he is trying to actually lose weight. But he also knows to maintain the views he sometimes has to be a bit eccentric. Nothing wrong with that. He is a player of a game that he's been a part of and very successful of for quite some time.
I got it at Walmart. Perfect for my summer body. First time. Ooh.
That's spicy!
It doesn't matter who you are, you can call him out, and he will still spin it and succeed from it. Don't forget here, he's been called out by some rather big names, and he's still pulling in millions of views per video. During the month of May, NIKOCADO released a new series. He started a series called How Much I Weigh. This is where we see examples of NIKOCADO more often than not being in character. This happens on the NIKOCADO AVOCADO More channel, as opposed to the main channel. The main channel was just mukbangs and collabs with the likes of Hungry Fat Chick, who herself is on a weight loss journey, and at this point, at time of recording, on the 30th of September 2023, she's succeeding.
Come on.
392.4 pounds.
392.4. Oh yeah. It was a good week. Oh goodness.
Congratulations to her, and I hope she continues to succeed. I want her to do the one thing everyone else makes excuses for, and be the very beacon that the other morons we cover here can never actually be because they are just too selfish.
Hey, here are the chicken tenders. Oh wow, you're like actually doing this.
Yeah.
He's like actually cooking, not fake cooking, like actual cooking.
Look at that.
Ooh, it smells good. For my horrible recipes, the flour, the egg. See, it's coated. The chicken's coated, and then it's crispy. But excuse me, I have fire noodle sauce all over my mouth.
Ooh.
You see what I mean? This video was made and released on the 23rd of May 2023, and during it, he and Allin are very polite and kind to each other, which is something you don't see very often because usually they're abusing each other. We'll get some of that soon, don't worry, because that character has to come up at some point. You also see them actually making a concerted effort for a mukbang, a spicy chicken mukbang. And I thought what I'd do before we go to the next video is show you the parts that were the most replayed from that video, which has at time of recording 13,000 upvotes, 2.3k downvotes. Now this is relevant because some of the other videos are nowhere near as well received, and there's a reason why, and you'll understand soon enough.
Final little toss up. Oh, I just got red dye all over my legs. Oh my god. Alright, so I tried my really best to make this pretty, and honestly, it looks epic. Like, it looks like I, did something I really should be doing. Like, this colors, like, honestly. Okay, so, let's just, I already had a little bite, an idea for my thumbnail. I was like, but, let's go ahead and have a bite. A fresh one that I haven't already bit into. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh my god, this is so good. And into my fire sauce. Now this is some type of fatty sauce. It kind of cools it off, but also adds more flavor. You know, making your food at home can be nice if you get to watch someone else do it. I can't be bothered to go out and buy a chicken right now. For this amount, oh god, that'd be like $50. No. Or more. This is, this was 6 chicken breasts that I got from the freezer section at Costco for a $23.99.
So I mentioned the like to dislike for a reason. On the 28th of May 2023 on the NIKOCADO AVOCADO channel, NIKOCADO put out a video titled Why We Can't Break Up. It has 34,000 likes and 46,000 dislikes. I wonder if by playing a few clips of it, the best hits, the most viewed moments, perhaps we'll understand why it was not as well received as the previous video. It should, however, be pointed before I press play on the video that this video did get a lot more views than the last one. This got 3.4 million views to 798,000 If something is going to generate more views and by extension more money, of course I fully understand why one would want to make the more contentious content. If I could get 3.4 million views on something, I'd probably do it in December. Can I have 3.4 million views on this, please? Just a little love, that's all I'm asking.
Stop stealing America. Every time I go to Walmart, there's some lady being handcuffed by the popo for stealing things that she didn't pay for. I'm sick of it. It's disgusting. Why are you stealing?
NIKOCADO, yes, in this particular video inserted himself into a political social discussion that by doing so is quite a polarizing subject, I will admit. It invariably leads to more people being very much against the idea that thievery is wrong. In the context of what he's arguing about at the beginning of this particular mukbang, it concerns people who are stealing iPhones in shops under the guise of, but I need my bread and my food, which seems a bit counter to wanting to eat unless what you eat in your home is an iPhone. I know it's made by Apple, but that doesn't make it suddenly a Granny Smith.
But no, it's really bad. Our leaders are encouraging this. They're saying, oh, poor thing. I saw this one lady, she was running for mayor of New York or something a long time ago. And she's like, these poor people, I would never, ever criminalize someone that stole. Where are you from? It doesn't matter they're poor. There's poor people in Japan. You wouldn't believe how poor people are in Japan. And the amount of theft is negligible because they know they don't want to dishonor their mother or their father. They don't want to dishonor their family.
Now this continues throughout this particular mukbang before it invariably ends the same way a lot of the older mukbangs end when All In is introduced to the video. And I'm going to play that now.
What, you fart? Why do we have a treadmill?
To hang my hats and coats on. I identify as skinny.
Do you identify as diabetic because you have that? You're gonna have to identify.
We're supposed to be doing the fire noodle challenge. Everyone hates this.
No, it's not a challenge. It's not a challenge. You do this off camera.
Get your
Cheers for Snorlax.
Cheers for who's that?
Oh my gosh. He's 450. You're almost ready.
Show me the proof.
450 lbs.
I weigh as much as Shrek.
After this, NIKOCADO AVOCADO disappeared for the month of June. Now I, being the intrepid researcher that I am, realised that NIKOCADO benefits from not being around as much as he does from being around. His social blade is proof of that. And by that what I mean is, he got millions of views on both his main channels, the NIKOCADO AVOCADO and more NIKOCADO AVOCADO channels. So it doesn't really matter if he's there or not. He's still making absolute bang. But he took the month off, and I went to All In's YouTube channel. Upon going there, I found a video called Why Nick Quit YouTube. It is a 21-minute long mukbang in his car, but it is the final 4 minutes of the video that tell us why NIKOCADO allegedly stepped away. I'm going to say now, I do not believe what All In says is true. I think NIKOCADO, like any employee to a business, took June off so he could actually have a holiday. Many of us creators don't get that time. We really don't. I managed 4 days once in August. It was not easy for me because I spent most of my time when I had the opportunity looking for sources for videos for the following week, because that's the nature of my type of job. NIKOCADO benefits from rewatchability, and because of that, he was still pulling in 10 million views on both channels combined for the month of June 2023. Social Blade, if you saw it on the screen, was proof of that. But I'm going to play All In's reasoning so you can understand what is claimed to have been the reason for him stepping away.
So I'm going to address the massive elephant in the room. Basically, Nick quit YouTube because he has not lost any more weight. He tried to lose weight and he can't get under 330 because he keeps binging. He goes on a diet, then he falls off, he binges really hard, and he gets fatter. And he's basically back to where he started because he can't stick with the diet. He just can't do it because he's just can't control his mouth.
So something we had noticed in the first part of this video was that NIKOCADO was actually making inroads, but The problem with those inroads was he was always going to relapse. Not because he doesn't want to succeed, of course not, but because for NIKOCADO, he knows where the money's at. If he really wanted to succeed at this, his channels wouldn't solely be mukbangs, but he took himself, allegedly according to Allin, off the internet to focus on his health because his depression was doing a number on him because he was unable to make inroads. But in the last mukbang, you saw how much ramen he ate. You saw how much chicken he was eating as well. I know protein's good for your diet, but come on. This is the content he makes and the environment he has always bred. So if he ever truly meant to do something that would benefit him, surely a change in everything he does would be the best way to go about it. But I will admit, when he was losing weight, I yet again was on his side. And I will continue to be on people's side when they try and do something to better themselves. I'm going to play a little more of what Allin says before we go to the next video he made, NIKOCADO, that is on the More NIKOCADO Avocado channel on the 14th of July 2023, called How Much I Weigh Now, Spicy Noodles Mukbang.
He just has to buy food and then he has to have 10,000 calories. Like, he can't stop eating. And he's embarrassed to go back on YouTube because he told all you guys that he was going to actually lose weight and get his act together, and he just hasn't. And I don't think he ever will because he's too addicted to the food.
Not gonna lie, part of me thought that when he was saying this, it felt like an absolute parody of the Amberlynn Reid and Foodie Beauty excuses from the world shite.
This piece of garbage told me to make him eggs, and then he got all mad at me because this one came out bad.
Don't scream.
Well, how am I supposed to talk to them?
You're supposed to talk to them nice. There's butter for our bones. So this is how we cook, with whole globs of onion.
Yep. We learned this from Hamburg.
Yeah, just a glob, and we just hope and pray that it does something. Thanks, bye.
Much like in the first video, NIKOCADO and Allin are cooking together again. And again, much like the first one, this video was well received. I assume by now we've worked out it's because people really don't care for the insufferable character. They actually enjoy the fact that these two genuinely get along. And that even in that beginning bit, NIKOCADO had to just rein Allin in quickly and discreetly so that it didn't become what they're usually disliked for.
Ooh, are you using a sesame seed oil?
Naturally. Extra healthy.
Thank you. Eggs. I'm allergic to eggs. Thank you, sir.
We'll be careful.
That's a perfect egg.
What do you want, kimchi?
For my egg. I love it with the eggs. You slurp so amazingly. I'm kind of jealous. I can't do that well. I really can't. I wish I could.
You're not good at fucking.
That's why I cheat on you. Okay. Everything's fine.
I'm not gonna lie, that is the most replayed part of the video. And as you can see, NIKOCADO is still desperately trying to keep Allin from turning it into what it usually devolves into. I don't know if Allin was given the script ahead of time or not, but NIKOCADO is genuinely trying to be less NIKOCADO on camera, and more the real NIKOCADO.
I'm full. Me too.
Yeah.
I need water too.
Oh.
Ice cold water.
You should waddle to the kitchen and get some for yourself.
Can you bring me some? Please. See, this is why this video is not. It's not even like funny marital problems. It's like actual marital problems.
So the next video on the list is the Matt Stoney's 10,000 calorie, extremely cheesy Takis Spicy Fire Noodle Challenge with 907 grams of cheese. That is the title of the video. And yes, this one has 28,000 downvotes to 18,000 upvotes on 1.5 million views. It's on the main channel. Obviously, it's going to get more traction than more NIKOCADO. The most watched part is 34 minutes in, but I'm going to start with the beginning part because NIKOCADO can't help himself, and then go to that part so you can see what NIKOCADO was doing in July 2023.
and I'm gonna get my chilies. Because I'm on a weight loss journey, even though I've lost 89 pounds. Thank you very much.
I did pretty good. Well, pretty good job right there. I know everyone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, he's like so crazy. Brace! Brace! No, I'm supposed to be a changed man. Brace! No!
So yes, the most replayed part of the video, here is the screenshot confirming it, is in fact of NIKOCADO AVOCADO farting. To the next video, put out on the 13th of August 2023, a collaboration with Hungry Fat Chick. With it, there was a weigh-in, and that's the part we'll just go to because the eating part, well, it got 62,000 downvotes. I think it's because people really thought this might be a setback for Candy.
You're at 68 inches now.
68 inches?
Yeah, it was 67 last time. Another inch. Just another inch of water weight.
Thank you, Candy. 96.
Oh my goodness, is that 4 inches extra?
You gained 4 inches? What have you been doing?
Naughty things.
Let's see, I was 353 3 months ago. I've been really good with my diet and my nutrients.
363.6 pounds.
You gained 10 pounds. Okay.
451.0 pounds.
You lost 2 pounds.
Okay.
Well, at least one of them was going in the right direction, I guess, even after all that crappy cold ramen they ate. The final video is how much I weigh now from the NIKOCADO channel, more NIKOCADO that is, and it hasn't done as well view-wise. In fact, the series has suffered from the law of diminishing returns. As each new one has come out, the newer one has gotten less views than the previous one. This is still fairly well received, but the like to dislike is about 66% likes, 33% dislikes. Yeah, if you add the decimals it'd be 100%, don't be that person. The most viewed parts of this video are pretty much them just slurping on pizza the entire time. So yes, the final part of the video I'm going to show you is them slurping on pizza. You're all welcome.
See, I know how to make good thumbnails, I know. You don't have to tell me, I know. Let's have a slice of pizza first. Let's have a slice of pizza first. After you. Okay. See if there's a cheese pull. Yes, there's a dainty one. Ooh. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Click the link below and get yourself a cameo where I'll make a special video just for you. Treat yourself or surprise someone else. It makes a great gift. Link below. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Bon appetit. But I really like how doughy this is. It's so doughy. No. Not enough. Oh, of course. Full. Ooh. I stuffed them too much.
Yeah, you do that.
Look at this cute. I love our little napkin holder. It's so cute. Ah, this is great fun and deliciousness. We can do another pizza. It's just a different shape. That's all it is.
The stromboli has a different type of dough.
You think? I think because of the shape, it has more dough going around it, so it tastes different, but it is the same.
There's more of a bite to it. It's a little chewier.
Yeah, no lie. Those 4 clips you just had in one little bit were the most replayed in that entire video. Compared to other months and other years, they could be argued to be the most dull, but actually they're also the most fascinating. Because for a change, we are experiencing a concerted effort from both parties to be less the eccentric and more the natural. Granted, the viewership retention isn't that high. NIKOCADO would undoubtedly be aware of this and will act accordingly to change that. But this is on the More NIKOCADO channel, and he still gets millions of views a month, regardless. NIKOCADO AVOCADO is a rather unusual creature. Unusual because he is, while an uploader, an irregular one to every channel he uses. Over the period that remains for this year, he uploaded 6 videos of note, or 7 actually, because he was uploading to NIKOCADO AVOCADO, he was uploading to NIKOCADO AVOCADO 2, he was uploading to more NIKOCADO, and to NIKOCADO AVOCADO 3. On all 3, for all of them, it was a nightmare. He was getting really good views on Social Blade, you could tell. He was spiking in the month of October, which is a good month to spike in. If he's making any money off this content, he was making absolute bank. But there were some major changes in what NIKOCADO was going to do for the year. His views were going down a bit, so I kind of understand why. He is, to an extent, a slave for views, even at the rather lofty level that he has often remained at for years. To start, he did a collaboration with Hungry Fat Chick. Now, Hungry Fat Chick was doing really well on a weight loss journey, but because of her views going down, she turned back, which sucks, really. It really does suck, because she was doing exceptionally well, and I was very proud of her. I'm sure many were. I have considered doing a video covering that explicitly, but to be honest, I'd rather dunk on people who deserve it. She doesn't. With that in mind, here's some clips from an August mukbang with NIKOCADO AVOCADO and Hungry Fat Chick.
Progress! Oh my goodness, here we go.
Oh.
Wow.
Is mine like really? Yours is saucy? Holy crap. Alright, let's just go for it.
Okay. Okay, keep it on my...
Now, since NIKOCADO had taken time off YouTube and was reprogramming himself because of his failures with his weight loss journey, we're now going to skip ahead to a video on NIKOCADO AVOCADO 3 titled Eating is My Only Reason to Live, with the most replayed part of the video being legitimate nightmare fuel. You're all welcome.
I hate him. Someone please rescue me. Turn it off. It's time for the show. And you need to get your oxygen tank because I have to be identifying as disabled and crippled. So do you.
Well, you need to go on a diet.
It doesn't matter what you think I need to do. Oops.
No. We got this fixed.
Brakes! 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 Brakes!
You are despicable.
You didn't think I was going to play the nightmare fuel right away, did you? No. But this does tell me, when looking at NIKOCADO's content, what you sadists go looking for, and what you keep going back to watch. The most viewed part. Oh dear. You know what? You brought this on yourselves, people. You brought it on yourselves.
Ouch! Shorts. Peasants on the beach. Ouch! Peasants, it is time to eat a feast on the beach. Because apparently they don't have adult meals. But that's okay, because McDonald's is my favorite restaurant on earth.
For the sake of copyright, I have of course interjected and muted the audio so you can hear my lovely voice instead. Yes, NIKOCADO and Orlin then start to dance before we head off into the typical passive-aggressive and somewhat more aggressive interactions of a loving, happy, doting couple.
You guys, today I'm eating my feelings, and you're not going to be looking at my rolls. Cheers. I'm actually, look how skinny I look. Skinny.
I won't deny, after all this time with Amberlynn Reed's views going down the drain, I still love that he mocks the living feck out of her, and there's nothing she can do about it, because NIKOCADO is essentially the queen of world, but world don't actually pay much attention to him. Maybe they should. They really should. Not for the sake of getting more views, just for the variety, at least, of his performance. The next video on the agenda from NIKOCADO Avocado's More NIKOCADO channel. Orlin's back, and it's worse. ... The most played part happens 9 minutes in. That's what you get. You get the most replayed part so you can see what the audience really want.
No, I'm gonna take, ooh. I'll just put the red ones in the front because we're trying to be presentable. Oh, someone commented they'd love.
And you need to go to fat camp.
You mean he needs to go fat, not me. I'm skinny. I'm skinny.
You have more of a.
Excuse me. Let's talk about.
Fupa.
Let's talk about that first. Who has a bigger fupa?
You have
me.
Yeah.
Then him.
Yeah, you have a bigger fupa.
You need to rewatch the video with your eyes open. That was the irony. See, I was really nice in that video. I could have really gone in on him. I tried to be nice because you are a fat shamer.
Fat phobia.
I'm doing my thing.
Oh, you
Trigger warning for those who are of a softer disposition. What you're now about to see is some fantastic overselling akin to that of Dolph Ziggler taking literally every single move.
What is wrong with you?
Well, stop touching my food.
What is wrong with you? You got it all over my clothes, all over the floor. Ow, ouch!
Well, stop touching
Look at what he did.
I swear. No, stop. There's food here. Stop. Stop. There's food. Stop. 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 It was an accident, or
No, it wasn't.
When in doubt with NIKOCADO's more volatile, aggressive negotiations with his husband, one must employ the most effective defense mechanism known to man, the foot, held at a 45-degree angle and used as a shield. Effectively, apparently.
So we had a little oopsie daisies, and I moved some. Well, it wasn't on purpose,
Yeah,
Orlin.
right.
It wasn't
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
This is what happens. I don't know if you've ever been in a relationship.
A bad one.
No, you have a mood.
Oh, I have a mood?
Wait, I'm speaking. Just let me talk. You're so desperate for attention. Clearly you didn't get enough attention. We're growing up. Like I was saying, so when you're in a relationship and someone's in a mood, they're gonna think that you do things on purpose when you don't because they need something to blame it on.
What happened to being 2 steps ahead of diabetes?
Say, no one cares.
This is such a healthy relationship. I can see you both living until you are well into your 100s. Honestly, I don't envision any health issues later in your lives. Video number 4 was also on the NIKOCADO Avocado 3 YouTube channel. Notice how we're bouncing between channels. This one is titled, I Quit My Weight Loss Journey, Time to Get Fat Again. There are 2 most replayed parts, so we'll play each one in turn so you can understand why people went back to watch more of it and why this one had more downvotes to upvotes.
Yeah. Y'all are my little peasants. There's people that make YouTube videos about me that pull up that scene when I was in the hotel. People think I bought the Las Vegas home. People are so stupid. There's people that are making TikToks getting millions of views. There's a TikTok on me that I just saw. It has 36 million views. But I've seen similar on YouTube. There's people that have the 12, 15, 20 million views about me. That's a lot. That's like 3 New York cities. Anyway, and they all refer to me calling people peasants, and I look down on the poor. I'm like, I literally was being funny in a hotel room, and you think I bought the house?
I would say for the sake of it, people on TikTok take things far too seriously. You referring to your audience as peasants, I take no issue with. I don't consider it you looking down on them, especially not, because it's part of a character you put on. I often mention that myself and my audience are typically the oikari, or the plebeians. The peasantry works as well. In fact, there was a rank on my Discord server where you were the Moistonian peasant. Quite normal, really. And there is nothing wrong with the word peasant either.
And then you think that I look down on poor people. I'm basically poor. I spent half my check on food. I just blew $150 the other day. My seafood boil, $500. Like, what? I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, people. People can't take jokes. People think they're so serious, too. I don't know what I'm going to eat today, but I just want to make a little intro and just let you know what's going on. I might not even make a video today. I need to take something from my face.
Well, that certainly changed, didn't it? Oddly enough, the bit I just showed you wasn't the most replayed part. It was just before. Just before. So don't worry, I'm going to share that with you now as well so you can see what NIKOCADO does in his very long videos, where it seems to be a case of every single colour of a mood ring in one video, which I won't deny is a level of commitment from NIKOCADO that he has adhered to for years. The admission that he's not that wealthy because he spends so much on food is quite interesting, especially because I can assume quite safely a lot of that can be a tax write-off as this is his business.
We're doing Burger King. Orly, what's up? What's up? What is that? Get that off. What is that?
What is that? Get that off. What is that?
What is that? Get that off. What is that? Ah! I got it. It was a roach. Actually, right here. That really hurt. Why would you do that? Look at my arm. Look what you did to my arm.
I didn't do anything. I followed orders.
Where is it?
It's nowhere.
I'm mad. Where is it?
I don't know where it is. It's nowhere.
Where is it?
I don't know.
The adventures of Grassy McGrasshopperface have thusly begun. There's more to this part, the most replayed part. I think Grassy McGrasshopperface needs to feature in more of your videos. Although saying that, it doesn't look big enough to be a grasshopper. Let's go with Greenbug McGreenbug face. Yes, that really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it now?
Orlin, where is it? Stop. Can you tell me where it is?
Stop being a drama queen.
Where it? Orlin, what's
Sir,
it?
it's on the.
Tell me where it is now!
It's on your shirt on the A of the water. It's on the A.
Why didn't you zoom in to show them?
I did.
You said I didn't know where it is the whole time.
Because I was ignoring you.
I want to eat. Look what you did to my arm. Look what you did to my arm.
It's pretty.
You gonna zoom in or not? Where is it? Is that it?
Yep, that's it. On the A. It's right there.
So that's a grasshopper.
You know, a lot of pigs like to eat that. People give that to their potbelly pigs. I'm doing no different.
The other most replayed part of this video also includes some belly dancing that I will speak over when we get to it.
Actually, they're actually normal.
Here.
Open it.
They're extra healthy.
Okay, so in the middle, we need this color. Okay. And we need this color. Okay. And then we have French fries, number 1. Ooh. French fries, number 2.
So yes, I'm now going to talk over this because this is where the thumbnails come from. And I like to an extent that we actually get this kind of context. It's quite funny. It's like a segue, it's a bit goofy, but at the same time, a bit concerning. You are an extremely large individual and this does not look good. Now, to video number 5 from the NIKOCADO AVOCADO YouTube channel on the 30th of October, eating the world's spiciest blue heat Takis fire noodles.
Not room for me in this place. Here we are, people. I'm about to call corporate because I shouldn't have to go this far to get into the place. Here we go, peasants. Here we go.
Not even a joke, in this particular mukbang, the 2 most watched parts are him goofing around on a mobility scooter in a car park. The second we'll get to soon. I just want to play a little bit more of the goofing around first.
Wrong shapes.
So the next clip is actually a mukbang, and I won't deny, NIKOCADO does this a lot. Very bold, thick sourced colours with noodles and takis. He loves it. I think, based on what I've heard and what I've seen, takis are far too expensive for what they are, and ramen is just pointless unless you are actually poor. The colour thing is reminiscent to me of the very striking colour you got from the Dulux pink sauce lady person from TikTok, Chef Pie. So let's play the most rewatched part of him eating these very thick blue takis and ramen. So yes, he was crying his eyes out. The final two videos I want to show you are from more NIKOCADO and NIKOCADO Avocado 3, simply titled He's Back and Our Final Video Together. These videos are with a creator called Oompaville, who I'd never heard of up to this point. Oompaville does a lot of commentary content and has called out a lot of rather crappy people over the years. Content's actually really good. Highly recommend. Here's some clips of them together.
Nope! This is your fault.
I had nothing to do with this.
Yes, that's right. I had to do all the work by myself. You just stood there and watched.
I did watch. It was funny.
Yeah.
It's like watching a mad scientist.
Much like Trailer Trash Tammy, much like Hungry Fat Chick, NIKOCADO has this insane chemistry with everyone he works with. He really does, and it demonstrates quite well in this video as well. Whether they get on or not, it doesn't matter to me, or whether they clash towards the end, who cares? The chemistry is always there.
So, here, hold some red stuff up so we can... Okay. Should I pour it towards them or away from them? Towards them, right?
Yeah, let them see. Oh! Cheers! Don't be judging my cooking skill.
What is that?
I love cheese. Dun-dun. I love cheese. Dun-dun. Yes, I do. I love cheese.
True. Yeah, I don't understand why why am I even wanting to be included? What am I supposed to be doing? Something with my hands?
No, I'm just so disappointed in you. Just go.
I don't like this.
Nom, 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 nom.
I genuinely couldn't tell when watching this entire mukbang whether or not any of it was just staged, because it felt like it could actually be quite real, the awkwardness that you get. I found it quite enjoyable personally, and the better part is there was a part 2. It's only 15 minutes long, so thankfully we can enjoy it together.
I just don't love you. I don't have a reason. It's just like the reason why.
I just don't like it. It's fine.
Just why, like, I don't like
That's
you.
valid.
I just don't like you.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing this thing together.
True.
It's just sometimes your heart knows. You feel it in your gut. And when I look at pineapple, my gut goes, ooh.
Is that what happens when you look at me? Do you want to eat me sometimes? Do you think about me in like segments? Am I just a series of segments and shapes of food to you that talks?
No.
That's a sign of
That
autism.
sounds
That?
what?
When you see people as a stack of cylinders.
Well, I don't. So I don't have autism. He said I think you do.
You could tell from NIKOCADO's face that to him got very homoerotic, and he was very happy at the thought of it. He had considered Hannibaling it up, and we all know it to be true. Don't worry everyone, there's more of this. This is too good, I like this. Let's keep this one going.
You said it.
Why didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You're like, you probably have it.
I didn't say I think you have autism. I wasn't diagnosing you with
Or Asperger's, one of the two.
Asperger's. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, you probably have it.
Well, you mentioned that you had some traits because you asked me if I had it, and then we started making out. Two truths and
Oop!
Another rather interesting factoid in this video is NIKOCADO claims Orlin is no longer a part of his life because he's living in America, in various places, New York and Texas more notably, and that he wants a nice big ass again.
People ask, where's Orlin and I are gone. I've moved to New York City, and now I'm in Texas, and then I go back to New York City. I have my own life now. I have my own apartment now. People are like, what happened to Orlin? It's true, people.
Is it true that I'm going to bring you to the gym?
No.
We're going to get you swole We're gonna get you competing at the next Mr. Olympia.
The only thing I want is a butt.
I can get you a big fat dumpy if you want.
2024 could well be the year NIKOCADO starts twerking in his videos, because he gets that big fat dump.
I started my mukbang journey 2016.
What was your first mukbang?
October. It was macaroni and cheese. It was a vegan version. It was really disgusting. I pretended like I liked it for the video, but I did not.
Cheese.
It's on my channel. It has like 10 million views.
Is that not what you're doing for this?
No. Okay. No. Okay, I did mess up a little bit. It does taste a little sour.
It's a little funny, yeah.
It's a little sour. I don't know what I can't cook.
I'm going to play one more clip just to prove a point of how these two have ridiculously good rapport. Even with more awkward moments, they just have good chemistry, which amply demonstrates just how good the chemistry is with anyone he works with. Before I finish with a summary or conclusion of NIKOCADO's 2023.
I've slipped. I've lost 20 pounds. People were like, Nick, you look skinny. Yes. I couldn't keep up. It's a lot of consuming.
It's a lot of consuming, a lot of consumption.
Yeah.
While some might consider 2023 to be a bit of an up and a down for NIKOCADO, he had tried and failed. The one thing that remained true was the inconsistency in his character. He gets into dramas and he dismisses it with little to no effort. He always maintained the consistency in what the viewers received. Whether it be the same stuff he did last year and the year before, people still came back for more. His toxic relationship with Orlin, whether legit or not, is still there. Whether it's ended or not, I actually have no idea at this point. And he memes himself and does it quite well. He collaborates with other people. He is always active and yet simultaneously, because of his weight gain, inactive. It's a shame he didn't commit to the weight loss or was unable to do so for a longer period of time, because I do believe he would be better off at a lighter weight that is more manageable, whereas now he is sustaining a weight that requires vast amounts of consumption, which is, as he pointed out, a lot of money. He, NIKOCADO, still gets insanely good views on all his channels, and I would want, most people would want, for anyone to be successful, but also be able to be, let's say, sensible. Whether he is in 2024, I doubt, but I do look forward to seeing what other shenanigans he gets up to, and if he decides to collaborate with other content creators. If he does, I look forward to more really bold coloured tacky challenge things, yeah. And pretty much every single outburst he'll have that can be closely equated to the following.
Emotional damage! Where's the therapy button?
Which, if you watch his videos and you see all the nightmare fuel, is an accurate summation for his entire year. My end of year review could have just been that one meme alone, really, couldn't it?